Hey guys, this is Dr. Vic.
And Dr. Bo.
And this week we wanted to talk to you about this little fancy instrument we use. It's a little clicking thing, and I know Dr. Bo will go ahead and grab that real quick to show you. It's a fancy word known as the integrator. And so the integrator is a really cool tool. We love to use it for a variety of reasons. I'll have Dr. Bo jump in here in just a second, but just to have you understand a little of the concepts of what it does. I mean, there's the instrument alone came from research, and it's really cool because, like the tip that we use to adjust, there's this little bone here. It's like a P, and it's called the pisiform. They actually evaluated 1,500 chiropractors and felt the cushion of how much skin and tissues over that and how hard it feels, and they actually made the tip of the instrument that, which I think is just cool alone. And then the other thing about it, it has like a recoil effect. So it's kind of like if you're taking a hammer and you're going to put a nail in, you get it all nice and perfect. A lot of people will just go boom, 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 and go straight through. Well, if you actually do a recoil, the energy will power the nail right through instantly. Just like in martial arts, when they punch a board, they don't punch through per se. They kind of come in with a ricochet, and that force of energy is what actually makes it break. So just a little bit of the physics on that end when it comes to the instrument in general.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things about it is, we don't learn this technique in school. It's not something that all chiropractors learn. And so when I got exposed to the technique, you're using an instrument, and I love getting my hands on people. It was the way that I was taught. But what it came down to for me is, one, it's easier on my body. I want to be doing this for a long time. I want to help a lot of people. And two, it's easier on your body. And three is it's reproducible, right? I'm a human. I make mistakes. I do things differently. Every adjustment, as much as I would train, every adjustment that I would give, it's just not the same, right? As many as possible, of course, I'm trying to give my best, but it's not realistic that I'm going to give the best adjustment every single time. So when you take this little guy right here, it's reproducible, and we know exactly what it's going to do every single time we use it, and that translates into the incredible results that we see here. Every single time that we use this on you guys, it's the best adjustment that we could have possibly given at that time for your body. It's what your body needed, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, and that's really cool about this, the specificity of the instrument itself too, and how we can be at one particular area and make an adjustment right at that specific spot, at the specific angle, with the specific twist or turn that it comes with that. It is really, really profound. But the other cool thing about the instrument is you feel a little bit of a force, like a little ding that comes from it. And that's a spring-loaded action in the instrument. But really what's really cool about it is it's not the force that makes the adjustment whatsoever. It's actually that you need that spring reaction just to create a frequency, and it's known as a 5 hertz frequency. Because what we have mapped out, not we, researchers have mapped out the whole entire body in frequencies. And what they found out is the nervous system, when it's in an optimal state, is in the divisibles of 5. So like 5, 10, 20, 40, 80 hertz. And so what happens is when you have a subluxation, that's a 64 hertz or multiples of that. And so when we take the instrument, we're finding what is that specific area that needs it the most. And when we make that adjustment, that 5 hertz frequency gets absorbed into the nervous system in that specific nerve area, the root area, that bone level. And then the body takes that and harmonizes, just like you balance out a string of a guitar, a violin, anything with string instruments, a piano, those types of things. And it will help to make it happen, be very specific and very straightforward. And the quantum physics behind it is just really, really cool. So that's the power behind that instrument. So yeah, you don't feel much, right? When you got first adjusted by it, were you kind of like, okay?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've seen it. I love stuff like this. So it's just different. It's just different, and it's more of, for the way I like to see it, is it's a little bit more of kind of just chipping away for something that once we get there, it lasts for a long time. Whereas sometimes every once in a while, you get that immediate release from maybe an osseous adjustment, or when you hear those cracks, because there are actually endorphins released. But how long does that last? And with this way, it's that long-term solution to all these things that we see walking in our practice every single day.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool too, guys, because I've had my story, if you guys don't know, 14 years of scoliosis at 23, and it built up to 28 degrees. And then I had using this instrument had done on me, and in 10 months went down to 5 degrees. And you have to understand, I went to the best chiropractors internationally known for scoliosis, 2 of them specifically. And then having just this instrument done with nothing else, it was kind of cool. Now there is a technique that we use. It's not just the instrument, but we'll definitely have to do a tip of the week on that one. That's coming up soon. So yeah, other than that, Dr. Bo and I are going to be doing a Facebook Live this Thursday night. It will be at 7:30.
7:30.
Right? And so it's on Facebook Live and Instagram. So if you are a part of our fan page on Facebook, get on there. We'll be on there live. You can ask us questions. We're going to be talking a lot about stress affecting children, but affecting adults, and why are we seeing that so much? And then what are the things that we do to help tone that down, literally. And we'll talk about the instrument, but we're going to get more into the technique and so forth. And then afterwards, you guys can ask us a ton of questions.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for you guys to get to ask the questions that are specific to you, that are specific to your family, and we're going to answer them live, right on the spot. So think up those tough questions and see if you can catch Dr. Vic off guard or something like that.
That's tough to do. I don't have that much of an ego, but that's tough to do. But it does happen. But and also invite your friends and family if you want to come join us, so that they, if you're even trying to tell someone about, hey, I want to go see a chiropractor, or come to my chiropractor. This is where they get an opportunity not only to get to meet us, but they also get to ask a lot of questions of what we do and the approaches of what we do. So looking forward to seeing you all there. Have an amazing week, and until next time,
be well,
live well.
The choice is yours.
Cool.